And welcome to Unity of Palmyra, where centered in love, we embrace a positive path for spiritual living. We are an open and affirming congregation. We love you exactly as you are in all of your magnificent glory, and we're so happy that you've decided to join us this morning for our White Stone ceremony. This is our annual White Stone service where you get to choose your word, your name, your intention, your focus for the new year. And this is the disclaimer, don't even try to think of what the word will be until the meditation, because I guarantee you, whatever you think it's going to be, it won't. At least that's been my personal experience. So I'm so happy that you're here this morning in this nice warm sanctuary, or from whatever nice warm space you are joining us from out in Facebook and YouTube land. We're so happy that you're here. So let's take just a minute or two to breathe and ground and center and become fully present. So wherever you are, if you can safely close your eyes for just a moment, as we signal to the world that we are coming apart for a while. Coming apart to breathe, to be, to focus, to gain clarity, to remember who we are, who we have come here to be in this lifetime, and the contribution we have come here to make. And so for just this hour, we let go of what was and what will be, and we give ourselves the gift of being fully present. We calm our minds and open our hearts. We are here now. And as always, we enter in to this service with gratitude as we say thank you for this time to come apart. Thank you for whatever safe space we are in this morning. And most especially, thank you for one another. And so it is. Amen. Let's stand and sing. This is Use Me by Ricky Byers.
Use me, Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. God is the sun, but God so much more than the earth or the star. Oh, but God so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all, needing us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Command my hands what they must do. Command my life, it's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new, and God needs us to shine his light as me, as you. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do.
Let's share together in our vision, centered in love. We embrace a positive path for spiritual living. And our mission, wherever we are, we provide a welcoming community that inspires and encourages all who gather here through the teaching, sharing, and practice of universal spiritual principles. So before we get into the hugging part, I've decided, starting in February, once a month, I'm going to open up 5 minutes of the service for someone to come forward and share, how do you practice these principles? What difference has unity made in your life when you leave this building? You don't get to talk about what you do in the building. What difference does unity make in your life out there? I can tell you're very excited about that. See, that's the whole practice part of our mission statement, right? So one of the ways we practice is to honor wherever you are on your journey. So during this time of hugging and handshaking, if you want to hug, we will bring it on in. If you're more comfortable with the handshake, just extend your hand and we will respect that. And if you want us to leave you completely alone, trust me, we understand. Just stay in your little bubble and we will honor wherever you are standing. Thanks. Have a great time. Jackie, standing in the foyer. Welcome back.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
You're hearing the jangling of the monthly noisy offering, appropriately named. Shake it up there, Bridget. Just give it a good shake. So, for those of you new to this experience, the second Sunday of every month we collect any change you have in your pocket, and all the proceeds go to the youth department. Did you get everybody? Oh, and they want me to remind you that bills are okay too. All right, you got it? All right, take it all back to Mr. Dan, and then you can head on downstairs.
Bye.
The kids are having their own White Stone ceremony today. All right, a couple of announcements. Okay, I lied. Several announcements. Our prayer chaplains for today are Sherry Fries and Dan Christopher, and they are both in the sanctuary and will be available on this corner of the sanctuary if you would like one-on-one prayer after the service, and they are also holding sacred space for us during the service. Gwen's class, The Many Faces of Prayer, starts tonight. This is via Zoom. You could probably jump in at the last minute if you wanted to. It does start tonight at 6 p.m. There is a social activism team meeting today at, approximately 12:15, whenever they're done fellowshipping and they get on the Zoom, so please feel free to join that. My class does start January 26th, and that is Embracing the Gifts of Our Shadow, based on the work of Debbie Ford, and that is also Zoom. We are having a Valentine's Coffee House on February 11th at 7 p.m. We're asking for a $15 love offering. Just pay it at the door. We're not printing tickets. We're kind of hoping this is a nice, low-key, intimate evening, and there will be refreshments provided by some of us for that. There is going to be, I'm trying something different on September 5th. It was actually the brainchild of a friend of mine, and we're going to have what we're calling Spa Day on February 5th. It's going to be a very different, what did I say? So on February 5th, we're going to have a very different service on February 5th, and then following fellowship, this is kind of the theme of the whole day, I'm going to be presenting my 3-hour self-care workshop. So you don't want to miss February 5th. It's going to be very different. It's not going to be your typical service. It's going to be focused on self-care, on loving and accepting ourselves, on learning how to take exquisitely good care of ourselves so that we can make a huge contribution to the world. Now, the big announcement is it's the Sunday that we take down Christmas decorations. So we're going to do this. We're going to be very organized this year. Lisa's going to be downstairs, and she is going to be directing you on bagging anything you bring down. So anything you bring down, you have to remember where you got it from. Got it? So like if you're taking something from, Jesus in Gethsemane, you have to say, this is from Jesus in Gethsemane, right? And then you're going to label it and you're going to bag it. And there's also a box over there for the Christmas decorations. So we are asking, knowing how we are, that we do this before we start eating. We good with that? Okay, because I know once we hit the food, it's all over. So we're going to very carefully take everything down. If everybody grabs one thing, we'll be done in no time, and we'll get to the yumminess that Holly and Linda have created for us today. All right? Okay. Elaine, would you please read the daily word?
Good morning. Today's daily word is one of my favorites, freedom. The divine presence within guides me to freedom. At times, I may feel hemmed in by circumstances, limited by lack of opportunity, or faced with an unwelcome situation and no good choice. When that happens, I may feel anything but free. Rather than despair, I find my freedom in God and the limitless expression of my divinity. Shifting my perspective from the limits of the world to the expanse and perfection of spirit, peace fills me. I relax and remember that no earthly trouble is greater or more enduring than God. I claim the power of God and feel a strength beyond mere human strength as moment by moment I release limiting beliefs and reclaim the power I had given to my problems. Spirit lives in me and as me. This truth is my freedom. And from 2 Corinthians 3:17, now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom.
I am home, my family is here. I feel loved by the ones I hold so dear. And when my family needs me, I promise to be there. And when I need my family, I'm lifted up in prayer.
So this is a time of our service where we consciously enter into an attitude of prayer. In unity, we recognize that every thought, every word, every action is prayer. And so at this time, we mindfully focus on that integration of body, mind, and spirit. That is the essence of prayer. For prayer is simply a directed focus of our energies. It's sending love, compassion, strength, wisdom, courage, all through that golden web that connects us all. For in recognizing our oneness, in acknowledging that we are all connected, we know that when one of us is suffering, we are all suffering. And when one of us is healing, we are all healing. And so the focused energy of hope that we call prayer, bless you, heals us all. We saw such a powerful expression of this as our entire country focused on one man this week who suffered a devastating event in front of the entire country. as his heart stopped, and we all held our breath. Now, last week, many people had devastating health challenges that we are not aware of. But all the love that went toward him surrounded them also. What a powerful expression of the energy and the power of prayer. And so we take that intention and that focus into our year, recognizing that every time we send a good thought or we smile at the checkout clerk, we are praying with and for them. Every time we say, "Have a great day," we are sharing an intention with them. Every time we choose to see an opportunity instead of an obstacle, we are praying for the world. And so right now, as community, we surround one another and our greater community with our love, our compassion, our strength, our courage, our wisdom. We know that before we set it right, we have to see it right. So we see a world healed, healthy, and whole. We see a world free to make their own choices, to live their own authentic lives, so that each one of us can be who we have come here to be, in all of our magnificent glory. And as always, we honor our innate connection. We know that together or apart, we are always connected at the heart. And so it is. Namaste.
The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. You are beautiful. You are whole. You are beautiful. You are whole. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. If your heart is in your dream, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Fate is kind. She brings to those who love the sweet fulfillment of their secret longing. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Fate is kind. She brings to those who love the sweet fulfillment of their secret longing. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true.
Happy birthday.
And I have to say, thank you. And I have to say that on my 65th birthday, interestingly enough, well, this is all in my head, I won't explain, but I have sung that song since I was about 2 years old.
Wow.
Dancing to the record and all. So
I think you were due.
that made me feel good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? This grasshopper, I mean. The one who has flung herself out of the grass, the one who is eating sugar out of my hand, who is moving her jaws back and forth instead of up and down, who is gazing around with her enormous and complicated eyes. Now she lifts her pale forearms and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wings open and floats away. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I have been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Mary Oliver, The Summer Day. So today's daily word was freedom. It's one of my favorites too. I've been thinking about that word a lot lately. So what is freedom? Is it the right to vote for the candidate of our choice? To marry who we choose? To decide how to worship and how to work and what to read? To wear white after Labor Day? Don't you love being a rebel? So notice the common theme in those questions. It's all about the power of choice. So, it's January, not July 4th, but I think it's important after that last tick of the clock on December 31st to take the opportunity of a new year to really look at the freedom we have to choose and how often we act as if we don't have that freedom. How often we are afraid to make choices, to step out onto that limb or off that cliff and do what our heart is calling us to do, to wish upon a star, to make a difference, to make a choice. So the last couple of years have given us many opportunities to examine our choices. We have seen what is beautiful in our world, and we have seen what is ugly in our world. In our country, our homes, our relationships, our lives are all based on the choices that we make as individuals, as families, as communities, as a country. So we've seen incredible injustice, and we saw justice being served. We've seen hatred and rage and fear and division, and we've seen love and compassion and forgiveness and unity. We've seen despair, and we've seen hope. We've seen greed and clinging, and we've seen generosity and letting go. I don't know about you, but I've experienced some pretty intense highs over the last couple of years and some pretty intense lows. How low can we go? We saw some things that we will never forget, and we saw some things that we wish we could. And every one of these was based on a choice that somebody made. We have the freedom to choose. So many of us have chosen to let go of how we've always done things. We saw that normal wasn't, and that it wasn't working. That what we had gotten used to, the status quo, what Ken calls Rutsville, right? It wasn't normal. It was what society had decided was normal. It was what we had been enculturated to believe was normal. But we had been asked to redefine normal. I personally just wanted to vote the word out of our vocabulary, because in my life there is really no such thing. I think we also became willing to explore the cause of our suffering. The Buddha would tell us that it's whatever we are attached to. And so we've been encouraged to look at what are we attached to. I told Ken, I woke up this morning and I've decided to start releasing some of my dishes. For those of you who know me, I have currently 13 complete sets of dishes. I am very attached to them. But I've been working on this whole non-attachment thing, and I must have been dreaming about it last night, because I woke up this morning and I decided, okay, I'm not letting go of the Christmas dishes. I'm not letting go of Ken's mom's Dusty Rose. I'm not letting go, and I thought, okay, wait a minute, this is not working. So what are we attached to that is causing us suffering? And what are we willing to let go of? Now, what's interesting is one of the things I've observed over the last couple of years is that some of us, now I know this wouldn't occur or apply to any of you, but take notes for your cousin, might actually become attached to suffering. Right? And so we get to ask ourselves, how does suffering serve us? because it's a choice, right? Pain is not a choice. Pain is a fact of life. But how much we suffer about it is a choice. And we have the freedom to choose. So we get to look at where we become attached to our suffering and what would our lives look like if we let it go. If we decided not to suffer. If we decided to make another choice. If we decided to look for what enlivens and inspires us. If we actually sought out that which enlivens and inspires us. If we got to the point where we wake up in the morning and we cannot wait to get out of bed and get to whatever our work is, even if that work is releasing at least half of those sets of dishes. When we can live for what brings us, I don't want to say, that's not the right word. I was going to say joy, but it's even more than joy. It's that experience of, this is why I was born. And to choose to do that thing instead of everything else that we've been doing. To just take a day to watch the grasshopper wash its face and be inspired by it. So what do you want to do more of in your life? And what are your great excuses for not doing it? I told Ken years ago, you know what, I may mess up. I may really, really screw up in my life. But my tombstone, or my urn, he's going to put it up with all the dogs and cats, he said, that we have in the living room. It is not going to say, here lies Stephanie, she had great excuses. It may say she really messed up, but man, she tried. So this year, one of my goals is to make more mistakes. No kidding. Because if we're making mistakes, we are trying. And we are trying something we've never tried before, as individuals and as a community. We are willing to really mess up. But our epitaph is not going to be, they had great excuses. It's going to be, man, that church on the corner, holy Pete, you never know what they're going to do next. So maybe what's holding you back is what you burned last week, which would be great. If it wasn't, go home and burn it after church today so that you can make a different choice. So one of the choices that we're making today is to, and I really even hate to call it a choice because it's more like, are you willing to receive the word? Because as I've shared in the past, I've been doing this for over 20 years. You should see all the stones on my desk. I always think I know what the word is going to be. I'm really attached to it. This is going to be my focus for the year, and then I get halfway through the meditation that I'm giving, and I get a whole different word. And usually my response to that word is really? Because I really like my word better. And yet, when I am willing to receive whatever the word is, invariably, I watch that word play out throughout my year. So, if you could choose one quality, or if you could receive one quality or one word for 2023, I invite you to just open your mind and open your heart and be willing to receive it. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, the only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. And Brene Brown agreed. She said, most people believe vulnerability is weakness, but really vulnerability is courage. We must ask ourselves, are we willing to show up and be seen? Are we willing to stop hiding who we really are? For whatever reason, fear of offending or not fitting in or whatever. Again, whatever excuse we've come up with. So the white stone ceremony is actually an ancient ritual, and it grew out of the time when someone was released from prison or servitude or bondage or slavery, but they were enslaved in some way. And when they were released, they were given a white stone to write a new name for themselves. So think of it this way. In modern times, it would be like you get out of prison and you get a new identity. Like, think of it as going in the witness protection program, right? Except you don't have to hide. So you're given a new passport, a new name, a new driver's license, a whole brand new life to do whatever you want with. That was the energy behind the white stone ritual. This white stone also said, I have done my time. I'm not going to live in the past anymore. I'm not going to hold on to whatever thoughts or beliefs or behaviors landed me in servitude in the first place. It's a whole new, brand new baby day. So, who are you willing to be this year? And how are you willing to be seen? Hopefully in all of your magnificent glory. And what do you want to create this year? Because it's not just about who we're willing to be. It's about what we're willing to do. What choices are we making this year so that we can be of maximum contribution in the world? At some point this spring, we've talked about revisiting our vision, mission, and values, because it's been like 5 years. And so we want to kind of make sure that they still represent who we are, or if we need to tweak them in any way. Right? Who are we, and how do we want to show up in the world? Are our choices going to create for ourselves and our community more freedom or more suffering? Because we get to pick. We get to ask ourselves, what are we going to do with our one wild and precious life? So Kate is going to sing us into meditation. And as she's singing, I'm going to invite you to come up and take a stone. There's plenty of stones. You can choose whatever you want, and take a marker, and then take them back to your seat, but don't start writing yet. What I would like to invite you to do is, I'm leading you through just a brief meditation, is to hold that stone in your hand and let the stone speak to you. Don't tell it what you want. I'm just saying, it doesn't work anyway. Ask the stone what word it wants, what name or quality or intention or desire it wants, and then listen. Thanks, Kate.
Today, as I stand open to divinity in me, I choose my name. I choose my name. A name chosen by Spirit, and it's whispered to my heart. From this day I am awakened to the nature God intended with my name. divinity in me, I take my name. I take my name. A name chosen by Spirit, and it brings hope to my heart. From this day I am so blessed by the nature God desires for me with my name. I write this name on a white stone that means my slate is clean again. Inner wisdom, silent strength, my name expresses God in me. On this white stone, on this white stone, I write my name. On this white stone, on this white stone, I write my name.
So let's close our eyes and go within. Hold your stone in your hand. Sit up nice and straight so the energy flows freely through you. With your feet on the ground so you are grounded by Mother Earth. And your head held high. Allowing guidance to flow through you. Adjust the stone in your hand until it fits just right. Till it feels just right. Notice how it starts out cool but warms as you hold it. As you imbue this stone with the energy of who you are, of who you have come here to be and what you have come here to do. I invite you to be exquisitely open to any word that gently surfaces in your mind. Don't try to understand it. Don't try to figure it out or assign it any meaning. Just allow it to float to the surface from the very depths of your being. This isn't about forcing or making something happen. It is about simply allowing. We are opening up ourselves to this word. This word that we will write on our white stone. This word that we will see as a gift from that universal life force that we call God or Spirit or the Beloved. Take as long as you need. And when you know the word is yours, I invite you to write it on your stone. A prayer by Wendy Flaherty. Beloved Creator, in this new year, may we practice kindness of thought. For if our thoughts are kind, our actions will be kind as well. May we practice gratitude, for if we recognize our abundance, we will share generously whatever we have to give. May we practice forgiveness, for if we forgive ourselves and others, we will see with clarity and compassion the truth of this present moment. May we practice faith, for if we practice faith, we will remain true to our path when uncertainty and struggle arise. May we live in a sacred way with a humble and joyful heart. May we bring honor to our ancestors and blessings to those who come after us. Amen. Do you like your words? Any surprises? Good. So this is the time of our service where we practice gratitude for how incredibly generous this community is. We are just continue to be amazed and delighted and gratified by your support, financial and otherwise, by your tithes of time, talent, and treasure, supporting the incredibly important work of this community. If you are new to us, we don't pass the basket anymore, and people said, yay. If you want to make a paper donation, there's a basket in the back, and there's all sorts of electronic ways that you can contribute to this community. As always, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are so humbled and grateful for you.
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright.
All right. And for more of that, come back next week, and Kristen will be joining them on February 11th. So we get Shoot the Moon on February 11th, which is awesome. Do we have kids? Or are they downstairs having too much fun? Go for it.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
All around the world?
Okay. All around the world, ooh, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, all around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Oh my goodness, look at this. You guys started your new program today, didn't you? All right. So what did you learn? What did you do? Oh, and you got your stones.
We made these, and what this means, I am free to be me. It means like if somebody asks you and you don't, it's something you don't like, you don't say it like madly, you just say it politely and say, I don't want to play this.
So you're practicing being clear and kind and authentic.
Can I hear your mind?
Yes.
So I am practicing being kind and encouraging.
Kind and encouraging. I love it. What does yours say?
Kind words, try new things, be bright.
Oh, kind words, try new things, be bright. So we're just, avoiding all the therapy that we all went through. Hopefully, yeah, that's the goal here. We're so happy that you are learning these amazing things, girls. They're so happy because you are free to be you. All right, and you don't get any more stones. All right, grown-ups, let's stand up and bless one another. All right, you ready to get blessed? All right. All right. Hands up. Got to catch the blessings. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ in each and every one of you. Spread the love out there to the ethers. We do love you so much. Let's sing the peace song. You got that one. Okay.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God
surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And wherever God is, all is well.
Go forth and shine your light and enjoy your one wild and precious life. And help us take all the Christmas stuff downstairs. Amen. We already did hugs and handshake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now I didn't know if you had music and words, if you had words, but okay, there they are. All right. And I figure, okay, okay. Here it is. Yes, exactly. I got it. So you can keep that, and I'll also make myself a note that. Oh, do we have a pencil? A pencil or a pen? Okay. 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 Let's figure out if this is a good key for you. Yes. Where is it? Here. Just one step? Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Now, and how?